So, hello everyone. Welcome from the Unparsed conference. This is the final on-site interview with Rebecca Evanhoe, co-author of Conversations with Things, conversation designer extraordinaire, trainer, all sorts. How's the conference been for you, Rebecca?
It's been pretty incredible. I mean, truly, every session I learned a lot. It's a great combination of some of our old favorites, like Lisa Foxen and Karen Kashansky, and new voices, people I've never met, people I've only met online. So it's been just it's been like summer camp.
Yeah, great. I think it's really important to bring in the new voices, right? Because
Absolutely.
The scene is changing and new perspectives really help to get a grasp on what's happening. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And the more of us there are, the more influence we have as a community and in our organizations.
Yeah, sure. And so how do you feel that the role of the conversation designer is changing? I think pretty much everyone is talking about LLMs, which I would love to get your perspective on that, but is there anything else that you think is feeding into our work as well?
Yeah, I think a lot of talks kind of got to this. Micah C's talk was kind of about how a lot of people describe conversation design as bringing together bot responses and training data and maybe making some flow diagrams. And those are the things that we do now.
Yeah.
But actually, a conversation designer's job is to get a human and whatever technology they're talking to, in whatever way they're talking to it, to work together. So it's a much higher level thing. So we can swap out our methods, our artifacts, the kinds of tech we work with, and our thinking skills, our meta skills, our communication skills, and our collaboration skills are going to be the same. And I think the talks I've heard really emphasize that point. So I really like this kind of expansive view of conversation design.
Yeah, perfect. And how does it feel for you that, it feels like even in the short time that I've been in this industry, it has changed so rapidly. Constant, quite dramatic developments, right? Alexa and Google Assistant are still very much a thing, but there was a time last year when it was people were thinking, it seems like they're fading out, but they're not. And then suddenly ChatGPT comes along and almost overnight, everybody's talking with a thing, having a conversation with a thing. How does it feel for you?
I feel like I get a little bit of whiplash because sometimes I'm nothing's changed. Not nothing's changed, but the principles are sound. I still know what I'm doing. We still know what we're doing.
Yeah.
And then other times I look at some of the more chaotic and buzz-filled spaces, like LinkedIn in February of this year, and everybody's saying everything's changed, and it can flap you a little bit to be has everything changed? Am I being old-fashioned?
Uh-huh.
So I think this conference is helping sort through the parts that are long-lasting, that are based on principles from linguistics and starting in the IVR days that still are bringing us through to this new technology.
Yeah.
And so we know the stuff that stays the same, and we're kind of as a community exploring, okay, here's the new stuff, here's the cool stuff that might kind of change things a little bit.
Yeah, sure. It's this crazy thing that it feels like, this new role, or relatively new role, and it's constantly, we're trying to work out if our role's being redefined, or exactly as you say, what stays constant,
Mm-hmm.
and where's the ground, where's the concrete that we can rely on, that we don't have to redefine everything we're doing.
Yeah, and I think people, conversation design people and kind of our extended community of linguists and product managers and developers that we work with, I think the people who do the work kind of see it for what it is. I think sometimes layers above, not to throw the book at business stakeholders, can really get caught up in if we don't if we don't immediately implement this new tech, we're behind.
Yeah.
And I think that kind of thinking makes myself roll my eyes a little bit, and it's calm down. This is cool, but we're gonna add it to what we do, but and no technology is perfect and all these things. So it's sort of, I think a lot of us are trying to get other folks a little bit more grounded.
Yeah. I think that is very relevant work right now. So thanks, Rebecca. I hope you've enjoyed the conference, and it's great to get your perspectives on this. So
Yeah,
thank you.
Thanks for the interview.
No worries.
It's been great.
No worries.